Okay, well, good morning, everyone. I'm Rob Atkinson. I'm president of ITIF. I want to welcome you to an event this morning where we're releasing a fairly major report analyzing what countries, including the United States, are doing to help support their SME manufacturing base, particularly through technology modernization. And we've got a great panel this morning, so what I'm going to do is introduce the panel. I'll make a few introductory remarks. Stephen Nizell is a senior fellow at ITIF who focuses on innovation policy and international competitiveness, trade, and manufacturing questions. He's the co-author with me of a new book we've got coming out next year called The Global Race for Global Innovation Advantage. Prior to that, he started a consulting firm called Peer Insight, which focused on the practice of innovation in large corporations. And prior to that, he was with NASDAQ. Drew Greenblatt is the president of Marlin Steel Wire Products. So we actually have a real manufacturer here. This is not just ethereal policy wonks speculating about the world. Well, that is it too, but have somebody to bring us back to reality. Under his leadership, Marlin Steel has seen 4 years of record revenue and profit growth, which, when you think about the times we're in, that's a pretty amazing accomplishment, and has grown to export to 35 countries, including China, Taiwan, Japan, Singapore, Australia, and New Zealand. And prior to his position at Marlin, Drew was president of Diamond Property, so we're really pleased he can join us today. Next to Drew is Roger Kilmer, who is the director of the NIST Manufacturing Extension Partnership. Most of you know MEP. It's a part of the Department of Commerce. It's a nationwide network distributed around the country. It's funded in total at $300 million, the public-private partnership. And it works with industry as well as state and local organizations to help provide assistance to our nation's SME manufacturing base. Roger's been with MEP since 1993, and he's been with NIST, I think, since I was born. No, I'm sorry, that's a 74, not 54. That was 54. He had been MEP deputy director.
Let me make a note of that.
Make a note of that. And he was also the deputy chief of the NIST robot division. And also, a little bit like Drew, Rogers actually knows something about this stuff because he has a mechanical engineering degree, both a bachelor's and a master's. So he is actually, he really does know the technology as well as the policy. And then finally, Jason Charon, who is joined by the magic of Skype today. So Jason, welcome.
Thank you.
And you are in Ottawa today, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Wonderful. So Jason is the executive director of the National Research Council of Canada, the Industrial Research Assistance Program, IRAP. And for those of you who don't know IRAP, it's similar to MEP. It's a very successful program in Canada. Again, a nationwide program that works with the Canadian SME manufacturing base. Prior to that position, he was the Director of Corporate Services and Strategic Initiatives at the National Research Council of Canada. And he, prior to that, was with the Canadian Commercial Corporation and has also had real experience in companies with Nortel Networks and also Xerox. I see he also has a Bachelor of Commerce with honors in international management, but he misspelled honors and he spelled it with an O-U, so you might want to fix that on your resume. Down here we spell it with no U. So let me just start by saying, as I was coming in this morning, I was thinking about this issue, and I remember back in, I'm going to guess, 1991, but I could be wrong, Cohen and Zeisman wrote a book called Manufacturing Matters, and right around the same time, Dertouzos and several other folks from MIT wrote a book called Made in America. And there was this flurry of insight and interest in manufacturing back then, and it was largely because of the Japanese challenge and the German challenge. And there was a kind of a wake-up call in America to say, wait a minute, manufacturing does matter. And we seem to have lost that for 20 years. People began to believe these mythologies that we could somehow thrive as an economy, as a post-industrial economy. There was a recent leading economic policy person who I won't name, who actually said that the decline of U.S. manufacturing is a sign of our health, because it means that we're moving into the next big wave of advanced services and innovation and R&D. And the countries with manufacturing, they're the ones that are the lagging countries. We're the advanced country. This is a little bit like President Reagan saying that the trade deficit means that America is strong because we have enough money to buy foreign products. And so I think there's this really, this view in America now that's either two views I think that are quite troubling. Either this view is that, well, manufacturing has shrunk and it's only 11% of the workforce, so, you know, why bother? It's not where the action is. Let's focus somewhere else. Or it's this view that manufacturing hasn't shrunk, at least according to some measures of output, and therefore everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on other things. And our view, and what we said in the recent report we did, the Case for a National Manufacturing Strategy, is that actually manufacturing has had a significant structural decline in the U.S. We argue that real manufacturing output is down 10% in the last decade. This is counter to the BEA numbers, but I think our analysis is correct. And if you think about the fact that GDP grew 15% in the last decade, it means that we're 25% short of where we should be with U.S. manufacturing output. Now, if you think again, where would the U.S. economy today be if manufacturing real output was 25% greater than what it was in 2000? We would have at least 2 million jobs, if not 2.5 million more jobs. And with a multiplier of 3, which is relatively conservative, you're talking 8 to 9 million more jobs in America. You're essentially talking complete full employment at this point. So I don't think there's a mystery between this. I mean, in a way, it's sort of striking. You have this dynamic here, and then over here, people are going, wow, the economy is in serious trouble. We had the financial collapse. We can't create jobs. I wonder why. And nobody's bothering to connect those two things, that it's this deepest industrial decline in world history. No other country has lost that much manufacturing output in a decade, and yet people are not making that connection. And I think we have to make that connection. And that brings us back to this panel, which is when you look at U.S. manufacturing base, a key component of it is the SME base, the small and medium-sized companies that are both original equipment producers that are selling directly to consumers as well as suppliers in bigger supply chains. And what other countries have realized in a very, very deep way is that their overall manufacturing is important to their country, and they cannot have a healthy manufacturing base unless they have a healthy SME base. And that's why, as you'll learn today, what we see is that many other countries are investing an order of magnitude greater than we're investing in helping their SME base. So while we have a great program through the MEP, it's a highly effective program, again, as you'll see, given what other countries are doing, it's pretty clear that we're underinvesting in that, and that if we could do more there, we would help our SME base. So I'm going to turn this over to Stephen, who's going to walk us through the report, and then we'll get reactions. Thank you.
All right.